through increasing more of your vibration, then you are noticing how this is a daily reality. Into now, this is not a reality in which you feel you have awakened enough, and you are done awakening, and now waiting for something to happen with ascension. No, that is not how this works. Each of you as the 144,000 light beings needs to continue to awaken more in order to complete your light missions, in which you notice, the more you awaken, the less you are focused on the outer drama. To magnify more presence in your life is not a teaching session, as surely anyone is able to try and copy this information and pose as if they have the same level of awakening. As you see, this is not the case. It takes a divine energy inside of you to increase more of the internal resonance of more of your higher self, with who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light. Through making no errors in consciousness about this is about allowing yourself to open up into paths in which it is already of a leap in evolution to come to this planet to help with a fifth-dimensional worldly shift. It is certainly not an easy task to talk about ascension in abundance, as to notice that it goes into creating artwork, in creating communications, in creating music, as in being creative solely for ascension is necessary. This includes your healing crystals for those of you that are using crystals to magnify more of your internal source inside to then help to heal this world into a natural state of fullness. Along with this transformation comes an immediate respectfulness that is then shared to allow for your own divinity to be increased in a fully conscious reality. As you notice that ascension is a steady task, it is not a reality of the past, it is a present reality, in which to try and twist these words into an understanding leads to an error in consciousness. You are not able to use the mind to understand the higher realms, any more than you are able to use the lower ego self-mind to end wars on this world, as you notice your world leaders are using the lower ego self consistently. The lower ego self is the conditioned voice that says, war is necessary to protect our people back home. War is a reality of duality, not a reality of unity, as you see why you as the 144,000 light beings came to Earth, to witness the insanity for yourself, and to dramatically transform it with your own awakening. There are still large amounts of humans under the control spell of the Cabal, and are quick to pick up deadly weapons and use them on other humans, as this is not to be allowed to ascend into a higher vibration. No killing, no murdering, no rapes, no greed, no selfishness is allowed in any Earth, as those of you detaching from such a state, and not falling into the trap of duality are on the ascension path. Ascension is a special reality in which you are then allowed to exist in a vibration that is risen in consistent states of oneness, in which this is an awakened state in which you are then leaping in more evolved natures. The reality of war is that it causes only death, destruction, harmfulness, and trauma on this world, and you see how many generations of your countries around this globe have been creating more war. It is easy for the media to try and hide that reality, as if bombs are not dropping daily by drones, as if troops not killing whole villages, and then saying with the lower ego self, the countries are not at war, they are only preparing for war. It is insane to feel that your countries are not already at war, when there is still many troops that are killing daily, when there are still bombs going off daily, which are clearly heard from our starships as one galactic fleet. It is a serious mission to notice this from the reality of being advanced, as you would see a reality in front of you, only on a global scale, in being able to hear many prayers for God to come and help, for who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians to send our angels to help. This help has been issued with you as the 144,000 light beings to then choose to volunteer your time to then anchor in source vibrations that is allowing for a removal of duality on the surface of Earth. Through this steady rise in your inner determination to see more unity, then you are then being more of assistance to all that you greet, in then seeing that you are the angels, you are walking among humans now. To awaken more into this reality is to then see that this is surely a difficult mission to intake, when you have many humans that are still living in suffering, violence, and chaos. It was decided to have the best of the volunteers for Ascension of Project Earth to then incarnate into areas around this world to bring in higher vibrations on a planet that has long been in ruins and disharmony. To end the disharmonies through your own inner activation of your DNA, as this is through a state of motivation more in seeing that the blueprint of your own DNA is connected to that of the Earth, in the new Earth. The new Earth is not some far-off reality in which many are saying with the lower ego self, I can't wait until the new Earth comes. When is it coming? Do you know? This is a red flag, as such individuals talking in such a way are still under the control of the cabal, and are still in suffering mode, not awakened into the state of being in the new Earth now. You notice that in your interaction with such beings, they act crazy, are living in misery, and it is only your responsibility to maintain your increase in your light quotient, to open up more light-filled realms on the surface world. Through the inner determined path into seeing that you are each here as the 144,000 light beings to carry out specific missions in rising more of the vibrations, then you are seeing that this is an important mission. It is a mission that included making sure that all of humanity is not extinct from their own refusal to rise their own vibrations beyond the level of duality and war. From your services to this world, then all is being dramatically altered to then allow for a smooth shifting and evolving into unity consciousness to remain as the main focus in a guided pathway. This is where you are then able to then assist more in the evolution of a planet that has long seen destruction, long had much war, to then see an end to that, and the beginning into an awakened reality, all happening inside of you. We stand in a gateway of harmony. We are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.